Okay, see you later.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to The Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, right out of Oklahoma City. We got an awesome band, Saving Vice. We got Tyler on. What's up, dude?
I am good. How are you, man?
I am fantastic. We got the very talented Ava Gore with us for the second night on the podcast. What's going on, Ava, on this platform?
Not much.
And we got my awesome executive producer, Sam McIntosh, making the magic happen. Hey, Sam.
Just call me Magic Fingers. Got a new microphone, so I'm happy. So I don't sound like I'm underwater anymore. What happened to your light? So
I think the battery's dying on it. I don't know. But anyways, we'll forget about the light. It's going to keep on going off. Screw it. So Tyler, what's going on, man? How you been?
I mean, you know, it is what it is. The past year, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, as good as every other band probably is. Maybe better in some ways, maybe worse in some ways, depending on the angle. But I mean, I shouldn't complain. Overall, I think, you know, we're making it work the best we can.
Awesome. And this time, I promise, Ava, I will let you get more talking in.
Okay.
that's right. We decided that I will not say anything, and then Sebastian will not say anything starting now.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. Put you on the spot like that.
So, Tyler, I was listening to some of your music earlier. We kind of talked before the podcast started. And was it Black Ice, right? Is that what it's called?
It's the acoustic version of it.
Yeah, well, the acoustic version, when I was jogging, dude, like even though it's softer, dude, it pumped me up. It made me keep on running. Yeah. Oh, you heard it too? It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I was talking. Well, he told me, he cut me off because it was like we should get this recorded.
Yeah.
You know? But so it's funny because so Black Ice was like the last track on our first EP we released, Colder Than Dark, which came out in like 2018. So Black Ice was like it's a really fun one. It's all of our songs are very different from each other. Black Ice, the original is like a really, really fast-paced like metalcore song, but lyrically it had a lot of really good content, and the chorus is really popular with our fans. And I was like, I think this would be a cool acoustic song to do. And we were in the phase of recording. We were about to go record Hello There. This was like February or January 2019, and we were like, so we recorded, you know, the acoustic song, and then we were like, well, we gotta do a video for it because video makes content go way farther. You always got to do video whenever you can. So so we had Alex, who sings for the band Osatia, so he's the other vocalist on the song. He lives in Washington State. So, and then Robbie was in Vermont, and I was in New York recording at the time. So basically 2 hours before we went to start recording vocals for Hello There, I went to the cemetery where we shot it with Ian, our photographer, videographer, and shot my scenes for the video. Alex shot his in Washington, and then Ian went and shot Robbie's in Vermont, and then he just fused all the footage together to make the video for it. And then we just put the song out there. We're like, yeah, here's our first acoustic song, you know, something that just tied people over. And it just like blew up. It's like one of our I think it's our second most streamed song ever. It's kind of ridiculous. It's gotten it probably opened up doors to a whole other fan base that we have now. And now we have like a bunch of acoustic and piano stuff because we love making it, and like our fans, we have a whole fan base that just lives for our softer stuff now. It's kind of weird.
I love when you have really heavy, because some of your songs are super heavy. Like I had your playlist on shuffle while I was running today, and I love when I hear a really hard song get toned down to an acoustic, because I like really hard music, but I also like that acoustic sound, especially with that style. So how long have you guys been playing for?
The band was kind of like, so Robbie started the band, our guitarist. He was the bassist when he started the band, even though he was writing off the guitar, which is the whole story. But he started it in his like college dorm and found some dudes. It started out as just a bunch of dudes he found on Craigslist, and they were playing like patios at bars and doing garage band shit. And then I joined like that summer of 2000. It was like 2017, late 2016, because I was just looking to like play some gigs because I just wanted to hold a microphone. I didn't care if who was watching. I just wanted to play a show. And I had lyrics and so I used to be in another band a long time, you know, a while back. And so I was like, yeah, guys, I'll play for the summer. I'm not trying to do anything serious though, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm not invested anymore. Because I had gotten really close to blowing up with a band once, and I kind of felt like my chance was over. So I just had kind of given up, man. And I like, to be honest, and like, but I just missed it so much. Like I knew I did. So I was like, well, at least I could, like, these guys are just playing some local shit. I'll at least get to play some bars or something. So I joined for like the summer of 2017. And then, you know, it kind of just played some bars, and then we opened for Devil Wears Prada, and then we met our manager Ashley, and then next thing you know, we played Warped Tour, and then we were playing I Matter, and then having an EP and out, and then so that was like, so it was like 2000 for me. It was like 2017 was like the fun phase, but we really launched the band as what it is in 2018 when we kind of wiped our whole slate clean when we met Ashley and kind of restarted with our first song Exhale, and then we did Colder Than Dark.
Was it hard to really get back into it after being in a band that was like just that close to making it pretty big? Was it hard to take this band as serious at first, and did it take you a little bit to get serious with it and realize you guys were onto something fantastic?
Absolutely, because the weird thing, like, I really don't want to, I try to like just kind of, it's like a new chapter in my life, and I don't want to like talk about all my past shit, but like,
right.
Like in a nutshell, my first band I was in was like founded and assembled by Danny Worsnop of Ask Alexandria, because he was like an old friend of mine. So like I was like living in Vegas, and he kind of built us up as this internet band brainchild of his that he wanted to pitch to Sumerian, and he wanted to like kind of release us as his like as like a Sumerian band that he kind of put together out of all these different musicians. And so we basically only had music online, and like it was great, and like we didn't even play shows. We never even got to play shows, and it like blew up so much on the internet. And then the band shit just kind of, for a bunch of different reasons that doesn't really matter anymore, it just kind of, things ended up not working out and falling short. I moved back to Vermont from Vegas, and in Vermont there really wasn't a metalcore scene at all anymore. And we used to have Motionless in White playing when they were local all the time and that kind of stuff, and now it's just not. It's like, so I kind of just was like, there's no way I'm gonna even be able to start anything here. So I didn't really take anything that I was, it was like this dude in college. They didn't know really what they were doing. And I actually only met them because I was like, I have all this knowledge that I learned from Danny, that I learned from watching all these other bands. Like maybe I can help them out and like still be involved in music. You know what I mean? Maybe I could like help them, like not manage them. I just wanted to like be around it. And they ended up just asking me to like join because they kicked the other singer out. And so I was like, I said no at first because I was like, no, dude, I'm done. I try, it's like I lost my.
Been there, done that.
And then I had my shot, but I had all this shit pent up, and I was like, bro, there's not one day you drive to work and don't wish you were singing on stage. So just do it. You might as well. And
my daughter calls me bro. Like you just said, bro. It reminded me of my daughter. She goes, no, bro. I'm like, don't call your dad bro.
Yeah, I guess that in that context, that makes no sense.
She calls her mom bro, and she's like, yeah, I call my mom bro too, and she doesn't care for it. I'm like, don't call your parents bro. Tell her to call you dude. That's worse. Sometimes when she's in trouble, she'll say yes, sir, and I'm like, don't call me sir either. Yeah. Don't call me sir. Don't call me bro.
You know what? Don't call me anything.
Just say hey you. Hey, father figure. Dude, let's get your first music video up here, and then after this is over, we're gonna let Ava take over. Let's see how she does.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You want me to press it, Sam? Or you got it?
Yeah, you press it.
Okay, is it this first one on the top here?
No, it's the second one. We're gonna play Black Briar. So.
Okay, Blackbriar, word.
The second one. Okay, hopefully this is the right one. We'll find out. If not, we're playing this other one anyways. We're playing this one.
So this is the one with the twins from our album art are in this video.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Ava's face is covered up.
Sorry, Ava.
It's freezing up on us, I think.
Yeah, it's freezing on me too. Now it's accelerating.
Sounds good. How sexy sounding.
This is the Alanis Morissette part. It's two singers. I'm just responding to the comments.
Yeah, no, yeah.
How was I supposed to? I don't know.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Yo, Sleepy Hollow is exactly what I was going for when we came up with this video, so thank you for validating me. It works out when your backyard looks like Sleepy Hollow in Vermont everywhere. So
Right? That's just your backyard with all those tall trees back there and stuff?
that was Robbie's backyard.
Cool,
Nice.
man.
Yeah.
All right, Ava, take it away.
So with this pandemic and everything, how has that changed like performing or anything for you guys?
Oh man, so where do I start? I mean, I feel like what one thing obviously there's no performing. I mean, we didn't get to do a live stream. I mean, we were kind of in the process of trying to maybe figure it out, but it kind of seems like by the time we would go through all of the trouble and money of setting it up, that like it's coming to where shows might maybe start coming back. So we're kind of optimistically planning towards that instead, just in case. So, yeah, I mean, it was like we released our album. We played our album release show. You know, it was like the best night of our lives. We sold out our home venue, Higher Ground in Vermont, and like, you know, we were supposed to headline the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is like another big one for us on our bucket list the next month. A week to the day after we played the album release show, everything got canceled because of COVID. So we kind of had to readjust this entire, like, I mean, I remember mapping out when we were in the studio in 2019, like February, I remember mapping out like every single month all the way through the album release in 2020 of what we were going to do, which video we were going to drop, when we were going to drop it, when we were going to drop merch, and like planning this mass, and it all went perfectly. Like it all built up and it built up and it built up. And then we had this epic like blowout. And like, I was like, here it goes. 2020 is our year. We're going to tour. And then boom, it just got cut out from under us. So we had to just readjust. And like, I think like every band, at first it was like this phase of trying to wait it out. And then you realize that it wasn't going to end.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, well, we have to keep pushing the album. We can't tour on it. We can't play shows. So it was kind of like video content. That always works. That's what we did before when we weren't playing as many shows. So there's a video for every song on the album now, but two, because of like